when you do a magazine change,
maybe I should put it upside down.
we're gonna have the rifle like this right here. So you want to. It's not the same for everyone, but you want to have it oriented away so when you grab it, it easily goes into the mag well. So what I typically do is take my rifle. Now see how I'm standing here? I'm going to grab it like this and turn my arm, and that's the natural way. So it's going to be the cartridge is down and pointing to your left.
Okay.
Like that, okay? Now there's several different options. There's some ways to retain the magazines. There's these bungee style. This is a style that has a Velcro on it. Now if you don't want to deal with those right now, you can kind of fold those out of the way.
It seems like it would be smart just to make it so that they kind of clenched. Like
they make those too. Yeah, they make them out of Kydex, but there's lots of different ways to do it. So these are going to be where we're going to be doing our magazine changes. We both have two, and so we'll be kind of working off the same page. All right, so you're going to be using the Colt. So you're familiar with the battery of arms on this? Do you remember?
I think so.
Okay, just a refresher. So we have our trigger. We have our magazine release. This is called the forward assist, which you will not use. This is the charging handle, how you will charge the weapon. This is the safety and the fire. And this right here is the bolt lock.
Okay.
So when I pull this back and I push this down, or the ping pong, it will lock the bolt back.
Oh, okay.
Now, when I want to release the bolt,
you pull this back.
No, all I have to do is I have to take my thumb and push that.
Okay.
So the reason why that's important, this has a last shot hold open like the Glocks. So when the magazine is empty, this bolt will lock in the rearward position. You will press the button, you will drop the old magazine, you will put the new magazine in, make sure it's seated, remember? And then you are going to press this with your thumb, and that is going to load the gun. It's ready to fire again.
Okay, it'll release the bolt. It'll
release the bolt, exactly. The other thing is you have a collapsible stock that can be adjusted for the user. I'd probably start somewhere in the middle. When you're wearing body armor, sometimes you collapse them a little bit. Okay. How the sling works on this, on the 2-point sling, you hold it, the left arm goes in, it goes over the shoulder, and that way you can work hands-free. Just like this, we'll get it all adjusted for you. So when we're ready to do our drills, finger off the trigger, hold here. When I call up, you're going to come up, you're going to rest your cheek on the stock, you're going to come to sights, you're going to flip the safety off with your thumb, like this, and then fire. The trigger reset is the same as the Glock.
Okay.
Hold it to the rear, let it click forward.
So, wait, hold it to the rear? Oh, okay.
So watch my finger. Boom. The gun will cycle, reset. As soon as it resets, I'll click forward. See the click? And back. Not the full pull.
Okay.
So the reset just like the Glock does. So go ahead and put this on over your neck. Left, hold the pistol grip with your right hand. Hold the pistol grip.
Well, I can't hold the pistol grip. Your hand's there. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about where your hand was.
Arm through. Okay. And it'll rest like this. Now come. You always keep your arm on the hand on the pistol grip.
Okay.
Finger straight. Come up to the stock here. Come up to sights on the target. What's this? On the shoulder?
Oh no, that would be stupid.
Yeah. Now your stance. Let me show you a couple things. Your stance looks somewhat like this. Do you see? So I'm leaning back. A gunfighter stance is forward. The gun comes up like this.
Forward.
Like this. Up on the balls of the feet. Right? Yes, that's right. There's an impulse to the gun. Go ahead and come to sights. There's an impulse of the gun. It's light, but it's going to push you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is what you're doing right now.
So lean forward.
Do you see how this looks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're up like this, the stance. Wide, look at my feet. Full feet forward, wide apart, shoulder width.
Okay.
Knees bent, leaning forward. Aggressively into the gun, leaning into it. See how I'm leaning into it?
Mm-hmm.
See how my back goes like that?
Mm-hmm.
Do the same. That looks a lot better. A lot better. Position and stance is really important. Feet shoulder width apart.
Mm-hmm.
Up on the balls of the feet. Leaning into it. Leaning into it. That's the fighting stance.
Okay.
Aggressive. Okay, come to sights. Push on this. You strong? 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 What about this way?
No.
Not strong. What happened there?
My feet are too far backwards and forwards. They need to be more like this.
Okay. All right, go let the gun down, let it rest. Okay, come to sights. Shouldn't be able to move you around. Strong? Are you wobbly? You wobbly or strong? A little bit wobbly. See the problem? Now push me. Here's what you're doing. Push me. Got no stability. The legs are in line.
Mm-hmm.
Like this. Now push me. I can fight you. I'm much stronger. Push me from the front. It's not perfect, but what I'm saying is I'm much more stable. On the command of up, one shot center of mass.
Okay.
Up. Safety on. Hands up. All right, let's go take a look. One thing that you didn't do is when you came to the rifle, you're not real familiar with everything. I want you to look down what you're doing.
Okay.
So look down, and then come up to sights. Think through your fundamentals. Do everything nice and slow, and do it well.
Okay.
All right, we get ready. Up. Good, you're on target. We're getting this noodle thing again.
Okay, so lean forward more.
When you come up to sights, like this. See how aggressive I am? Mm-hmm. I'm leaning forward. I'm not leaning back. There's none of this nonsense.
Okay.
Get up on that gun and get serious with it.
Okay.
Get into a fighting stance.
Okay.
All right, same drill. 3 shots. Up. Lean in. Aggressive. There you go. Excellent. Safety on. Hands up. Let's go take a look. Everything looks really good, but you got to get into that aggressive fighting stance. Not this noodly stuff. Get up on there. This is a fighting weapon. Mm-hmm. You need to be in a fighting stance, just like you're going to get in a fist fight. It should be a projection of you. All right, what's the drill?
1 to the head, 2 to the body.
1 to the head, 2 to the body. Stance. Up. Work through it. Push and pull. Nope, stop. Go back up to bring it up to your workspace. After you shove that magazine in, let go of this here.
Okay.
After you shove that magazine, reach up with your thumb and press that.
I had to get a better grip. There, so press it like that.
Yep.
And then
now
that
you're back in the fight.
And that automatically did.
Automatically ready to go. Finish the drill.
Okay.
Safe. Step. Watch your muzzle. Up. Great. So as we add the complexity, you're starting to fall down a little bit. These are still decent shots, but we want to try to keep them in the triangle.
Okay.
So that complexity of moving around just makes things difficult and makes the shots a little bit harder. These shots all fell out on that last drill. These here look good. You're still all within the box. Those are all good. Actually, everything here is great shooting. You don't have really anything flying, and it's actually very, very well done. Up. Step. Nope, little step. 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 Lean into it. Lean into it. Lean into it. Keep fighting. Go. One thing that I'm really liking is that you're actually really consistent. This is there's a lot of stressors being introduced to you, a lot of things to think about, but even with that, you're keeping everything pretty tidy here. Everything's still very tidy. You can see really delineate, you know which targets you're shooting at. There's not one shot over here or over here. That's really good. I'm really happy to see that. So to recap, so one of the problems you're having is with your magazine exchanges is you're not real clear on what's going on. What I'm seeing is you're kind of got this pinching thing going on, and then you look at me when I'm talking to you.
I'm just trying to.
I want you to pay attention.
I was going to try practicing.
I want you to listen to me first, and then we'll try it together.
Okay.
But you're kind of pinching it, and you're a little bit awkward. So what you want to do is the magazines are gonna grab them by like this by like a fistful, like you grab a can of beer, right?
I haven't had to grab.
And they go in. But here's the thing: is so when you reach in, you're gonna grab it. You're gonna pull it out, and you got it ready to go, right? You're gonna tuck that. See, you're using the sling. You're gonna tuck that rifle butt into your shoulder right there, and it gives you a nice stable platform. I pulled it out, right? And I'm gonna push it in. And when my thumb's right there, I don't even let go of the magazine. Sling that in there, I can press that paddle, and it's a very quick movement. Okay. I'm back in the fight. So stand right here where I'm at, and let's work through it a couple times.
Okay. Guess you could say we're gonna give it a shot.
And my way of doing it may be different than yours. You know, that's just the way I do it. But get your gun up into your workspace there. Balance that in there. Use that, push it out. Push against this.
When I grab it, I pull it out like this.
Okay.
Not like the other way you do it. So I think I should have it facing the other direction.
Okay, that might work better for you.
So now, I'm going to grab it. Pull it like this. Yeah, because I pull it out like this and then jam it in.
Okay. Just one precaution. It is easy to fumble with a grabbing something like this. If your hand is wet or muddy or bloody, it's easy to fumble. I would like to see a little bit more of a manly grip on it, whatever way you decide to do it. That's going to be up to you.
Just grab it.
Yeah, but I would get down there and get a hold of it, and when it comes out, make sure you got a good bite on it. And then bring that up here to your workspace and then slide that in. Keep the hand right there, slide the hand up, and then press on that. Okay. Get the gun back in the fight. So what I want you to do is I want you to shoot this entire magazine, one shot in each one. I want you to go head, mid, low.
Head, mid, low, head, mid, low.
Head, mid, low, head, mid, low.
Just repeat.
Do that whole thing, but I want accuracy. Don't spoil your good record there.
Okay. By
getting stuff on the side.
Okay.
Remember your stance, and remember that trigger reset. Fight! Fight! Faster! Fight! Find your stance. Lean into it. Lean into it! Gonna do another one?
No, you just have to get your gun ready.
All right, keep going. Move up on the target. Shoot, move. Shoot, move. Lean into it. Lean into it. You're leaning back. Lean into it. Step forward. Forward. Lean into it. How was that?
It was okay.
Is it better than Halo?
Eh.
Nicely done. All right. Next time it'll be long guns.
Yeah.
And then back to pistols. Let's go look at your target.
Okay. I was watching and I saw it hit and I'm like, oh.
So what I wanted you to see here, that shooting fast, you know, that's just kind of for fun, but what you see is when you start speeding up beyond your abilities.
This one and this one were both from earlier.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Yeah, but this one and this one and this one are new.
But overall, it's good. It's still, you've got good solid groups there. We got nothing on the sides. Everything, you know, I mean, that's the worst one, and that happens to everyone. So that's really good shooting. That would have been, you would be able to defend the homestead from bad guys shooting like that, even right now. So you can start to see what an effective tool this is. It's no joke.
It's a lot better than a pistol.
It's a lot better than a pistol. Yeah, it's got a lot more rounds and everything. So let's go back, we'll make the gun safe. I'll show you how to turn off the optic, and then we'll go make some supper. That's because you haven't
Trained.
well, you haven't lived enough life to
True.
experience true loss and sadness. You're lucky for that. Now you get to enjoy the fun side of shooting. Loading magazines?
Yeah. Great fun.
Well, you don't have that many. Well, or maybe you do.